It's your boy ERoseTV, bro. I'm back again with another video. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but no real shit though. Let's get technical. Let's get serious. It's your boy ERoseTV, and I'm back again with another video. Now I don't know if y'all can see by the title. Of course, y'all can see by the title what I'm going to talk about. But today, bro, I just received some bad news, which is kind of is just rubbing me the wrong way right now, and I'm just not liking it. But I mean, at the end of the day, gotta understand this is a business and this is how business works. Now, for all my young players out there, up and coming basketball players, people who want to proceed in taking this basketball shit serious and further your career with it, just know this shit is not easy, bro. I mean, y'all probably hear this a lot, but this shit really not easy. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard on your body, especially playing overseas. Overseas basketball is a different kind of basketball. It's more physical. It's more uh what's the word? It's more very difficult. Not difficult as in playing, but difficult when it comes to understanding how the business works, organization, the coaching staff, etc. Like it comes with a lot of perks to it because let me prime example like this. You never know when you're gonna wake up and then you playing with new like five new players, two new players, or you never know when you're gonna get sent home. Like you just always gotta have that in the back of your mind, like I can be next. You know what I'm saying? I can be next. So that being said, like just be mindful when it comes to overseas basketball. Like it don't matter if you're the best player or not the best player. And depending on certain teams, well, if you don't perform the way you should perform, most likely you're gonna get sent home. It don't matter even if you make up for it on defense. If you get a lot of rebounds, a lot of steals, a lot of assists, blocks. If you don't get the amount of points that they're looking for, they're gonna send you home. They're gonna blame you. That's another thing. They're always gonna blame you. If you're American, they're always going to blame you, no matter what. So just understand that. But I'm really talking to the people who are taking my kind of route because I wouldn't recommend this route to anybody, but if you're a risk taker like me and you like to bet on yourself and you like to really get it out the mud and you feel like you're him and you can do it, go for it, bro. Nothing, the sky's the limit. Nothing is impossible. That's how I see it. Nothing is impossible. I'm a living testimony. I did it, so you can too. Now I'm not. I'm just gonna let me just run y'all back a little bit on my basketball career and my story. Now, remind you, growing up, I always played basketball and football. Like I played multiple sports, but basketball I played pretty much all my life. Same with football. Like football, I probably started in sixth grade. Basketball, I want to say I started in third grade. Now, I was kind of on and off with both sports. Like there'll be some years where I play one or the other sport more than the other, and then vice versa. But I want to say I probably was playing basketball a little more, and then when sixth grade hit, I started taking football a little more serious because I was getting more recognition. I was getting ranked. I was doing what I had to do, and from sixth to like ninth grade, like I was popping my shit. I was doing, excuse me, I don't think I can cuss. I was popping my, I was doing what I had to do. I was him. And then I want to say 10th grade come. I didn't like from ninth to 12th. I don't never played a high school game of basketball. Never tried out. But I lied. I think I played freshman year basketball, and then after that, I didn't play after that. Like I didn't care to play. Like it's just I never cared. Right. I always loved basketball. Don't get it messed up. I always play basketball on the side just for fun, competitive 1v1 stuff like that, 5v5s. But I never took it serious until I want to say or whatever high school ends. I graduated. I didn't know where to go. Like at this point, like I was lost. Like I didn't know what to do with my life. Like I didn't know if I wanted to go to college. I didn't know if I wanted to just be in the streets and have fun and trap and whatever. I don't really got to get into that. Y'all know if you know, you know. And then it was just a lot that I was confused about myself and what I wanted to do. But part of me was because I was around the wrong people. Now, remind you, let me fast forward a little bit more. Now, I want to say it's 20. I graduated 2016, went to college in 2016. I went for a semester. So 2017, took a year and a half off. So that puts me at 2018 in the middle of the summer. Now this is where I started playing basketball. Well, I was playing basketball ever since after 2016. I want to say I'm messing up. 2016 freshman year, I was playing basketball every day. I got the chance to play for the team the college that I went to. I told the coach no because I knew I wasn't where I needed to be playing wise. But I mean, playing with them, I could have because it was a D3. Not saying it wasn't tough. There was definitely some tough hoopers on the team, but I mean, personally, coming from my football background, just coming off a season, that's all I was doing, and then I was going in there practicing with them. Like I could have easily made the team. Like I was scoring, I was playing defense. Like I was doing what I had to do. Like it wasn't scoring on me like that. So I could have easily made the team because the coach came up to me and asked me to play. I told him no. I told him I just want to come for academics, which I did. After that, had some family issues for a year and a half. Had to take some school off. But during that whole year and a half, I was just working. Like I didn't do anything. And then that next year, that summer, that year and a half in the summer, 2018, I started getting back to basketball. Now here, I'm just getting my body right, getting the fundamentals down. Couldn't shoot to save my life. That was my biggest issue because I know you have to shoot when it comes to basketball. If you don't make shots, most likely you're not gonna make a team. I'm just be real with you. Now, especially if you're undersized, like if you're 6'2", 6'2" and under, like you have to make shots. If you don't, like if you're 6'4" and up, they don't really care that much. Like it is what it is. If you miss, you miss. Like you know what I'm saying. But for someone like my size, 6'2", 180, and you're lower than that, like you're gonna have problems trying to make the highest level of basketball. Like you just either you really got to be him, or you really gotta you got to be a dog. That's all I'm gonna say. You really got to be a dog. So those open shots that you get, you have to hit them. You have to make the right plays. Like everything has to be perfect, which sucks, but that's just reality of life. But whatever. Back to what I was saying. So whatever. 2018. I'm just trying to get my body right, get my fundamentals down, get shooting down. Now here, I'm just doing a lot of ball handling. Like I was always good with ball handling, driving, but I could never drive to my left, and I couldn't shoot the three at all. Like mid range was perfectly fine for me, but again, like the spin, the rotation of the ball, trying to spin it and flick my wrist, I always had issues with that. Driving to the left and shooting the three, but I never had problems with defense. Being vocal, being a leader on the court, being fast, like having everybody's energy up. Like I never had an issue with that ever. So that being said, I've worked on the things that I was weak at. And I did that for a whole 6 months. 6 months I got good. In 6 months, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got better in 6 months. No bullshit. No bullcrap. No bullcrap. Now this is where I started putting myself out there a little bit more. Cause I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take basketball serious, see what I can do with it. Now, fast forward a couple more months go by. Uh I started trying to find all the competitive basketball, like 5v5, stuff like that. Now, I started going to the Shell, the UW Shell. Now, this was a year, like 2018, 2019, that was a year. When I say that was a year when all the tough hoopers, G League hooper pros, D1, D2, D3, up and coming start, everybody was at the Shell. And I say, I went there almost every day, but I learned so much in those couple of months. But it caught me by surprise because one, I was just trying to see where I would fit in with everybody, and I know it's just, it's 5v5, not organized basketball. It's just, go and have fun, but it's competitive. But I told myself well, if I'm gonna keep coming here, I have to make a statement. Like I have to put my name out there. I have to get people to recognize who I am, understand that I can play ball. Now, here at this point at the time, I want to say now I got better at shooting. So now I'm shooting from the three. That's all I'm hitting now, just 3 pointers. Like I didn't hit no middies or none of that. It was either I shot the three or I just drove and laid it, or I just made the right pass and I played defense. No diddy. I know y'all finna take that the wrong way or whatever. So there, I hear like I'm killing. Like I'm going against some G League people, some people who's about to go to the summer league games, all that. Like I'm going at them, like, cause I want, like, at this point, like, but I'm mad, like I'm locked in, like I'm ready to hoop, like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going at them, whatever. We're hooping, whatever. Like, I'm making some tough moves, whatever. I'm getting buckets. I'm getting some tough buckets, no easy buckets, of course. And like after the games, like we went on, me and my team went on a run. I think we went like 5-0, 7-0, something like that. But at that point, in that moment, that's when, like, I'm getting all this praise. Like I'm getting praise from like the top league people, like people who don't even know. I never played college ball, never played high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after hearing like, oh yeah, like you tough. Like where did you play? Like I hate that question a lot because I can't answer it. Like I can never tell anybody where I play because I never play nowhere. Like it's kind of, I don't know. For me, it's kind of like an ego thing, but I mean, it's kind of a flex too, in the same way, in a sense of like saying like, oh yeah, you a person who never played ball in your life and you out here killing. Like it's kind of a flex to have, but at the same time, I feel like it's more of an accomplishment to say like, oh yeah, I played Division 1 basketball at Duke, or I played Division 2, or you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's just more of a compliment on your milestones for me, in my opinion. But overall, whatever, like people would ask me that, and then people was like, "Man, you tough, like you could really hoop, like where you hoop at, blah blah blah," stuff like that. Like, and then just hearing that consistently boosted my confidence to like, you know what, I can really go play for a team. And then I want to say during that year as well, I was playing against some UW Badger players at the time. It was a point guard and then an assistant coach. Now, the assistant coach and the point guard, like I was playing against them, going at them or whatever, and they were like, "Man, like you tough, like you can really hoop, like you go to UW." And I was like, "No, bro." I was like, "You gonna be mad?" But I was like, "No, I don't go here." He's like, "Damn, like he's like, I could have got you on the team, etc. if you went here, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Man," I was like, "That'd have been love," but I was like, respectfully, like I was like, I wouldn't play here just because I know how y'all run y'all organization. There's no disrespect to UW Badgers at all. It's just me personally. I just wouldn't play for the Badgers at all. But I love how they do their thing. There's stuff over there, but that's just not a fit that would fit for me. So that being said, whatever. Fast forward. Now I'm going against, like, I'm going to other runs and this, that, and the third, and now I'm getting more questions, getting more praise, and it's like hearing that was just like, you know what, dang, like I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So then I want to say the end of 2019, going into like 2020, I decided to take my chances and move to Arizona. Now this is when I just didn't have nobody. Like I just like I had my pops, but I had no plan at all. Like I just decided to get up and move to Arizona because I wanted to get better at basketball and I wanted to be around better basketball. So that's when in 2020 I decided to move there. Whatever, do my basketball stuff, train every day with my boy Dree. Shout out to Dree and my boy Jay Clark. The boy's a dog. Both of them is dogs, but my homie Clark, boy's a dog. If y'all don't know who that is, I'm gonna put him on my stuff right here. A dog, bro. Them they're KD, tough like that. But whatever. Fast forward, I took a whole year and a half, maybe two, to train in Arizona and just get better. And then I moved back home because I had personal reasons. And I want to say like 2023, whatever. I want to say, yeah, 2022. Yeah, like the middle of 2022, middle of the 2020, like summertime, close to the end of the year, I moved back to Wisconsin. And then for the whole year of that, I was still training, going up to early 5 a.m. workouts, and then a double, like 5 p.m., go to the 5-on-5, stuff like that, whatever. So I did that for a whole year, whatever, got better. And I just got tired of doing that. I was like, bro, at this point, I'm just sitting here stuck. Like, I was making money doing what I had to do, but it was like, it's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, I can't do this. Like, I can't sit here and do this. So, whatever, I decided to come to Mexico, and I took a risk. I came to Mexico, took a risk. I was calling every team, reaching out. I had help, of course, but I'm trying to get any team to recognize me. Now, remind you, I don't have no film, so just be mindful of that. I don't have no film, don't have no agent, don't have no basketball background. You're gonna say you're probably thinking I'm crazy. Yeah, I am, but I'm crazy about my dreams, and I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. Now I'm going and make sure it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Bet. So I'm whatever. Like pretty much what I'm getting at is I came out here with no plan as well, and I came out here trying to take a risk. And I told myself like this is a year I make a team. If I don't make a team, like I'm just give up on playing basketball. Like give up on trying to play organized basketball. Of course, like I'm still gonna play like for fun, like recreational stuff like that. But trying to play for an organization, for a business, and get paid to do it, like I was like, you know what? It's like I'm about to be like I'm just turned 26. Like it's getting kind of late. But then again, let me put this out. It's never too late when it comes to age to play basketball. It's really not. Like don't let nobody tell you that it's late to play basketball at an age or whatever you want to say. Like those are just critics and people who wish they could do what you're doing because they're your age. That's how I see it, and it's because they're not good. But there's no age limit when it comes to basketball. Like I don't see an age limit when it comes to basketball. But for me, in my mind and what I had planned, like it was getting to that point where it was like, you know what, I'm about to be 26, bro. Like I'm still young, but it's getting to that point. It's like, you know what, I'll quit. Like fuck it. Now, whatever. I've been here for like a couple months now. I helped out with the girls team, those Corcaminos. And then, I got a chance to really see how the system works with the females and help train them and, be at every practice, every game, whatever. Just get the feel for it to play pro, like actual high level pro ball. But yeah, all y'all saying was girls, but these girls played in WNBA Division One. Like these girls are tough. They'll give you a bucket. Just saying. Now, fast forward, whatever. I get into it with the coach over some BS, whatever. And then fast forward, I finally get on the team. I got to play for the Reynosa Potros. I do not recommend that team to nobody. None. With that league, it's Super Pack. Only 2 Americans to every team, and then everyone else is like, Mexicans. But I do not recommend that team to nobody at all. I just don't. Now, I remind you, with that team, they won't just score 30 points. But with that team, it's like, if I'm not even going to get into that, bro. It's just whatever. I just don't recommend that. It's so much to that I could really talk about. I could talk about it in another video. But if y'all want that, you can let me know in the comments. But I just don't recommend that team to nobody. But whatever. I had a good season. Like, I had a good 8 games. Solid 8 games. I really did. Like, dropping 22, 24, 20, 17, 4 points, 17, 11, 15. But I'm always getting double doubles on every stats. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I had to do. Now, season ends, come back here, and then I finally get a chance to try out with the Corcaminos men team. Now, I get here. I went to the first practice, just got some shots up, barely missed. I was hitting everything, right? But we didn't do no 5-on-5. It was just shoot around. So that was kind of boring. You know how that went. Then the second practice later that day, we didn't do anything. It was just he changed the time. No, yeah, the second practice it was just we didn't do nothing. Like, well, I didn't do anything. Well, they didn't do anything either. But personally, they ran some plays. He just talked a lot, and then that was it. But like, I didn't get to run any of those plays. Like, I'm just sitting there watching. But it's like he calls so many different plays, and I'm trying to learn the first play, and then he'll call the next play, and then he doesn't run the play back. Like he only runs one play the one time, and that was it. And then practice would end. And I'm like, what was the point of that, bro? So then, whatever, I go to the next practice. The next day, we do 5-on-5. But no, we did shoot around in a day. Had another good shooting day, and then we finally do 5-on-5. Now, 5-on-5, I did good. Personally, I played real well. I played defense. I was locking people up. I got some steals. I got one block. I got a couple rebounds. Shooting wise, I didn't. I probably like most of the shots. I knew why I was missing because I wasn't using my legs. But like I know if I used my legs, I would have probably went 3 for 5, which is pretty decent in 5v5 when I didn't really have to do much when I got other high level players as well. But like I said, like I'm new on the team, so I'm not really trying to do too much or trying to like be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to play my role and fit in. Now, whatever. Had a good practice. I just didn't make the shots that I wish I would have made because those are shots I normally make. But it's basketball. It is what it is. You miss some and you make some. So then they had them went on 2-day games, like back to back. I didn't get to attend that, whatever. Cool. So then they come back. They come back on like Saturday. We didn't have practice for Saturday, which was yesterday, and then today is Sunday. Now I'm like texting like this dude. And I'm like, hey, like, can you let me know when practice is? Can you let me know when practice is? Like, whatever. Because they told me, hey, come to practice on Sunday, and then they said come to the training for 2 weeks so the owner can see you. Because it's not fair for me because they have back-to-back games. But it was like after this game that's about to come up, they was like, I want you to come watch. He's like, I want you to come train for 2 weeks, and then from there we'll figure out what we're gonna do with you. So I'm like, okay, cool, like that's fine. Now remind you, I could have went home last week Wednesday on the 14th of August. I already had my flight. I had everything packed. Like I was ready to go. I could have went back home, but I canceled my flight because you know what? I was like, I'm gonna take another risk. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. Now, remind you, I knew this was going to be tough. I knew it was gonna be tough. Like I knew it was gonna be like it wasn't gonna be a cakewalk. Like I knew that, but it's just the simple fact of being told. Like I just hate being promised something and then it doesn't go as planned. That's what irritates me. But it's just like in practice, like I'm just sitting there half the time. Like I'm not doing nothing. Like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm asking questions. My questions are getting answered, but then it's like I don't get to run any plays with the team. So that was just kind of weird to me. And then on top of that, when we're running 5-on-5, like my man probably like today, my man probably scored a couple times, but it's like off of like a double screen. Like I get through one screen, it's another screen, and I'm getting through that screen, and then it's another screen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like guarding Stephen Curry, bro. Like it's just back to back screens, which is like it's kind of not your fault. Like it don't matter how much you stay on that man. Like if there's so many screens, like you're gonna get lost on one of them. Like that's just how it works, bro. But that's just communication at the end of the day with your teammates. But whatever. I'm playing good. You know, I'm doing what I have to do. Making good passes. I'm playing defense. You know, I'm doing what I have to do. And there's a couple plays I ran, which I barely knew, but like I knew it in my head. I was like, you know what, just off basketball sense. Like I was like, okay, if I do this here, and it worked. Like I did, it was correct. So they can't blame me for that. But it's just like I could felt the energy. Like when I was playing, like I just felt the energy. They're just like being weird. Like one dude scored at me one time. They just had an issue with that for some reason. Like I don't get that, bro. I just really didn't. But whatever. Like what I'm getting at is today was a day where they just told me like out of the blue, like, hey, like today's your last practice, and the assistant coach had to tell me this, like not the coach, not the head coach, not the owner. Those are the main ones that invited me to come practice with them. But that's just unprofessional if you ask me. But it is what it is. No hate, no shame. It's cool. So whatever. So they told me that, and I'm just like, I'm asking like why, like I'm just curious like why. All he says is, oh, we don't have no room or service for you right now. In my head, I'm trying to like think like what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like what does that mean? And then the second thing he says is he was like, it's hard for the players to practice with you because you're not even on the team. Which is like, okay, I get that. But it's like, that's the whole point of me coming to practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for the players to get to know me, get to run the systems and the plays and build chemistry. Like, that's the whole point of practice. You know what I'm saying? But like that's all he gave me. Like that's all he told me was those two things. And I'm just like, bro, what are we talking about? Like I just didn't argue with him. I was like, I wanted to be professional about it. Shook his hand. And I was like, okay, like thank you for the opportunity. And I walked off. And then he said like, oh yeah, we're gonna be bringing 2 new players, stuff like that. Now remind you with this league, the LNBP is that's just how they run stuff out here. Like so if you're trying to play in the LNBP, just know like and you get cut like someone gets cut every week. Well, at least with the core community, that's how I see it. But I don't know about the other teams. The other teams are a little bit. I think they're more loyal to their players and stuff like that. But personally, with the core caminos, it's someone gets cut every week. So like you can have an outstanding game. If they feel like you don't fit or someone doesn't like you, they're gonna replace you. Like simple. They're just gonna replace you. That's just how it is. So, but yeah, that just rubbed me the wrong way. So that's just what I'm getting at. That's my story, bro. My whole background, career, what you understand, where I come from. So yeah. But for all the players who are taking my kind of route and just betting on yourself, stay consistent, bro. Stay consistent in the gym. No matter what. Stay consistent in the gym. Always, always, always perfect your craft. When it comes to floaters, jump shots, like work on your weakness. Don't work on your strengths. Work on your weakness. Because that's gonna help you a lot. And then play with confidence, bro. Confidence is everything. Be very vocal. And I can't stress this enough. Defense. Defense is everything. I don't care if you're a dog on offense. I don't care if you drop 30 points a game, 40. That does not matter. I don't care for that. I really don't. Coach, maybe some coaches might, but personally, if you can't play defense, you will not see the court. You will not be on a team. You will get cut. I promise you that. If your mindset is just I'm gonna just score, I'm gonna just score, I'm gonna just score. I'm not gonna play defense. Don't even play basketball, bro. Just don't play basketball at all. That's all I'm gonna say. Just do not play basketball. Defense is everything. If you get defense down, your offense will come. I promise you that. I promise you that. So that's the main thing. Really, is just make sure you're in shape for one. Two, basketball shape, not just workout shape. Basketball shape. Make sure. Let me emphasize that basketball shape. Two, be very vocal. Make sure people can hear you on the court. Make sure you're communicating. Like that's very important. People, coaches love that. Players love that. Teammates love that. All that. Like people love that a lot. Three, defense. Work on that. Work on that. Four, your shot. If you can't shoot like that, or if you're having problems shooting, get up as many shots as you can before practice, during practice, after practice. Except like that's important. Get up as many shots as you can. Five, work on your weaknesses. Wherever you feel like you bad at, like work on that with a teammate or a coach or a trainer or by yourself. Like work on that. Um, what else? Oh, and just have a good attitude. Like no matter the situation or what you're going through or what's gonna happen, like when it comes to overseas basketball, you never know what's going to happen. You just have to be ready at all times. But in the moment, enjoy it while you can. That's for sure. Like enjoy it every second, every minute, every hour. Like enjoy it. Have fun with it. Like that's the most important thing. Have fun while you're playing and be confident. Be very confident. If you miss a shot, oh well. Get back. The next play. That's all that matters. If you miss, get back. That's it. Just get back, play hard defense, talk, get through the switches, call out the screens, etc. Like just worry about the next play and never have your head down if you miss. Like head up, chest up. It's okay. You're gonna miss. That's basketball. You're going to miss. So, but yeah, just have a good attitude when you're playing. That's really it. Also, like if you have differences with your coach, you kind of have to kiss butt to, you know, at the end of the day, you kind of have to do that. But one thing I will say, don't let no one disrespect you. That's one thing. That I feel like a lot of coaches like to feel like they can just disrespect their players without giving out respect, and then wonder why it's like issue or tension between like the coaches and the players are on the team because stuff like that. Like and like I said, I have another video I could talk about that if y'all want that. Just let me know in the comments. But don't let nobody disrespect you. Like let it slide for as much as you can, but if it gets to a point where you can't hey, like I can't do this no more, like communicate that, but be respectful about it. Pull them to the side and talk to them. But other than that, bro, that's really it. But what I will, last thing I will say, if you do want to play overseas basketball, like the route that I took, I just pretty much went by I'm my own agent. I have no basketball background. I have literally nothing. Like I'm a nobody. But I somehow made it this far. Like I somehow got the opportunities to play in front of the highest levels of people. I got to, play on. I just came off a season. Like it's possible, bro. If you bet on yourself, it's possible. If you know the right people, you know how to communicate, you know how to conduct business correct way. It's very possible. So if that's the route you want to take, go for it. I believe in you. If nobody believes in you, I believe in you. So you also got to believe in yourself. But overall, I would definitely say try to get an agent, but get an agent that you could trust, not just any agent. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now is find an agent. So if y'all have any agents, send them my way because I'm definitely looking. I had reached out to so many people. It's a lot when it comes to agents. So, but just be careful when you're trying to find an agent because not all these agents are legit. So, two, make sure you have basketball film. That's just a must. You need basketball film to be on the team. That is very true. Um, there is some coaches who might take a chance on you with no film, give you a tryout, stuff like that. But it is better if you have film. But if you don't, I mean, hey, just reach out, contact them, ask for a tryout, like I did. And some coaches might respond and say yes. I might say no. So you never know. But if you have film, that's perfect. If you have an agent, that's perfect. And that's really it. Of course, height, because I think a lot of teams are trying to go with height than shorter players. But hey, like I said before, nothing is impossible. Take it personal. So, and that's the word of the day. Actually, that's how I'm gonna end this video, bro. Like I came on here because I was feeling bad about myself. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like they was just trying to, sugarcoat it and say like, hey, like you're not really good for this team, or you don't really fit for this team, or etc. like that. But I know that's not the case. Like deep down inside, I know God has a different plan for me. He has a better plan for me. I just know He has something bigger and better coming my way, and maybe I just play for another team in this league. Who knows? Or I might just play somewhere else in Spain, Germany. Like I don't know. But what I was gonna say, pretty much, bro. Just I'm kind of glad I got to vent to y'all and let y'all understand my story, where I'm coming from. If y'all do have questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. If y'all are curious about more how about my life with basketball and stuff like that, or just certain questions in general, or how to go about certain things, like I'm perfectly fine to answer those. But yeah, the word of the day is take it personal. That's how I'm in this video. Take every fucking thing personal. And that's it. So it's your boy ERose. If y'all new to my channel, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe, turn that post notification bell. Make sure y'all comment and share. Or if y'all don't want to do none of that, at least subscribe and like the video. I appreciate that so much. But a lot of y'all that is new to my channel, first time watching my videos, I am ERose again. But other than that, I love y'all, and the people that's been supporting me from day one, I appreciate y'all as well. I wouldn't be here without y'all. We are growing slowly. It's a slow grind, but we gonna get there. But other than that, bro, it's like I said, it's ERoseTV, and I'm gonna catch y'all, and that's my basketball journey. But like I said, take everything personal, man. Take everything personal.